love you. Channel, and today we're going to watch the second part of 5 of most memorable moments in One Direction's history from Hey Angel channel. Yesterday I watched the first part. It was Zayn left the band and the One and Feud. Today I don't know what it's going to be today, so yeah, let's start it.
That was a wild ride from start to finish, but we must continue with the next thing. So the next, memorable thing that I want to talk about in this video isn't really a single event on its own, but kind of multiple events that go under one broad category. And this category is just called, One Direction stans going to extremes. So the first thing that I'm thinking of, that I'm sure you're thinking of too, is One Direction fans hacking into airport security. This happened when the boys were in Auckland, New Zealand, and fans managed to hack into the airport security cameras just so that they could sit there and watch Harry do nothing. But this isn't the only instance of this happening.
Really
I don't know if people know this or not, but it wasn't just the one time when they hacked airport security cameras to watch them. They also did it to elevator cameras to watch the boys in elevators, and also they did it to hotel lobby cameras. Not lobby, but the outside of the hotel. So obviously there's not cameras in your hotel room. There's no cameras in there. But in the hallways of the hotels, people would hack them just to watch the One Direction boys running down the hallway, going in and out, doing whatever they were doing. Another example of this, though, of One Direction fans going above and beyond, is that one time when they legit tried to buy One Direction. The plan was for 23 million people to chip in $2 so that the fandom could buy One Direction out of their contracts and away from their management. And this was a legit thing that happened. There was a GoFundMe page set up and everyone in the fandom was trying to band together and get everyone to chip in $2. And they legit set up a GoFundMe page that ended up having money in it. People were actually donating money to try and get the boys bought out of their contracts. I don't know what ended up happening with this GoFundMe page. I don't personally have that information. I know obviously that we didn't reach the goal, so I don't know what happened with that page or with the money that was raised, but that actually happened. Then there was the time that two girls stole Liam's underwear. So basically, back in 2013, the boys were in Australia, and there was two girls, one of them was 13 and the other one was 14, who were trying to break into Liam's hotel room. So Liam was in his hotel room asleep. He later tweeted about this incident and said that he was butt naked at the time. So he was butt naked in his bed, asleep, when he heard someone trying to break into his hotel room from the balcony. And it ended up being these two girls, like I said, one was 13, one was 14. So preteen girls who were trying to get into Liam's room. So then later, after that happened, after he had gotten out of bed and stuff, he went out on the balcony and he found that his boxers were missing. Apparently, before this happened, he was in the ocean with his boxers on, and someone on his team had put them on the balcony so that they could dry in the air. But those two girls who were trying to break into his hotel room while they were on the balcony saw the boxers. They were red Calvin Klein boxers, and stole them. Later this same day, the two girls were actually tracked down by security on the beach with Liam's underwear. And they found them wearing the boxers. One of the girls was wearing Liam's boxers underneath her skirt. What? Security made the girls give the boxers back. When I say that One Direction fans go above and beyond what you would expect for a regular fandom, I truly mean it. I truly mean it. Alright, this next one's gonna get a little controversial, but that's exactly why it's extremely memorable, so we're gonna talk about it. I'm sure you know where this is going. The very infamous Zooey's smoking weed video. So basically, if you don't know, on May 27th in 2014, there was a video that surfaced of Louis and Zayn in the backseat of a car smoking marijuana. In this video, you can't see Louis. He's the one who's holding the camera and he's pointing it at Zayn. But you can hear Louis's voice in the background. It's very clearly Zayn and Louis. In this video, Louis and Zayn were in the back of a car that was taking them to their show that day, which was actually a show they had in Peru. Louis and Zayn were sharing a car, smoking weed in it, and filming the whole thing. In the video, they were making jokes about drugs and contraband and making comments about how this might come back and bite them, and openly criticizing the cops that were like next to them and laughing, just having a good time, being high, that kind of thing. So like I said, the video was filmed back in April of 2014 when they were on their way to Peru, but it didn't surface until May of 2014, like a month later, almost 2 months later, after it was actually filmed. Nobody to this day really knows how it surfaced. It's kind of suspicious when you look at it. Mail Online were the people who had the video and who watermarked it and leaked it and posted it, but nobody knows where they got it from. Obviously, Louis was the one recording the video. So how did the video get from Louis recording it to the media? A lot of people have a theory that the weed video was leaked on purpose and that Louis did it. There's lots and lots of conspiracy theories surrounding this weed video, why it surfaced, and why it surfaced when it did. The response to this weed video was insane, as you can imagine. I know I've said that sentence before, but so they received a lot of backlash from angry parents of One Direction fans who didn't like it, obviously, but they also received a lot of backlash from their own fan base. People were so pissed off that this video surfaced of Louis and Zayn smoking weed. Like, it was this horrible thing. There was people burning their concert tickets and throwing out their albums and being really upset, kind of like when Zayn left, when people were doing the same thing. But they were just so upset by this video. The media was all over it. It was being reported everywhere. Everyone was talking about it. There was even One Direction fans who were making YouTube videos talking about their thoughts on it. There was master posts all over Tumblr, rants, tweets, everything. Like, it was just this huge thing. There was a huge group of people who were trying to defend them, saying it wasn't a big deal, leave them alone, they're adult men. Then there was a huge group of people who were just thinking that it was a conspiracy theory, trying to figure out where it came from, why it happened, stuff like that. And then there was a huge group of people who were angry, pissed off, could not believe that Louis and Zayn were doing drugs together on camera. So those are like the three different groups of people when this happened. There was a lot of Twitter trends that happened this day when the video surfaced. Some of them are really extreme and like graphic, so I don't want to really talk about them on camera, but people were trending very interesting things this day to try and get the attention about the Zooey video. There was a lot of people who were just completely outraged that the media was focusing on the Zooey weed video when in this time Niall had recently raised over $300,000 for charity, but nobody was reporting on it. Everyone was just talking about the Zooey weed video. A lot of people were trying to trend a hashtag for Niall to try and like focus the attention on him instead. It was just one of those really messy situations that had a lot of controversy behind it, a lot of different mixed opinions, lots of backlash. Something that people still talk about a lot to this day and has been the source of a lot of jokes and memes since it happened. I mean, the fandom grew up a little bit. A lot of people who used to be really upset don't care anymore. It's not that big of a deal anymore, but it is something that's going to be remembered for a long time. The next really memorable moment in the One Direction fandom was when Harry waved a pride flag for the very, very first time. This happened on September 3rd in 2015 in Buffalo, New York at one of the Boys' On the Road Again shows.
Oh my god! I'm pissed off!
Nobody, none of the boys had ever picked up a pride flag, even picked it up, acknowledged it, nothing. But on September 3rd in 2015, Harry picked one up. Not only did he pick it up, but he like ran around with it and waved it, you know, like he does for the very first time. This was huge. I cannot even sit here on this camera and describe to you how big of a thing this was. It was a big deal, a huge deal that he did this. There was so much criticism going around in the fandom in this time because of Louis' rainbow apple logo thing and the whole Rainbow Direction project where people were trying to give LGBTQ plus fans visibility. It was just so ugly in this time period. Like, LGBT fans were begging for visibility. People were getting dragged saying like, oh, you're just making it about Larry, and it was just such a mess. Like, there needed to be something for like LGBTQ plus One Direction fans because there was nothing. There was so much criticism going around about it. It was just horrible. So the fact that Harry finally just like openly said fuck it and picked up this pride flag, it was just such a huge deal. A lot of people needed that visibility. It made them feel so comfortable and safe and happy knowing that they had an idol who did that. Not only that, but like it went on to become like this huge thing. That was just the beginning of it all. That just marked the first moment of many. Because after that first time, he started doing it all the time, waving around pride flags, picking them up. And then on his very own tour, he started tying them to his mic stand, and he put a rainbow in his guitar. Like, it just marked the beginning of, like, so much other stuff that was hugely important and still is hugely important. Hugely memorable moment. I can't even describe to you how memorable that is going to stick with a lot of people for a really long time. It was just huge. More honorable mentions, though, include the Mr. X thing and also RBB and SBB. The only reason I didn't talk about those two things in this video is because I did explanations of them in my conspiracy video. If you haven't seen my One Direction conspiracy theories video, go check that out. I explain RBB and SBB and Mr. X in depth, timelines of both of those. That's why I didn't mention them here. But those are honorable mentions too, because of course they're very memorable moments in the One Direction fandom. That's gonna be it for the most memorable moments in the One Direction fandom. I know that I didn't cover everything that might have happened in the One Direction fandom, or like big events that might have happened. I just tried to gather some of the biggest to kind of run them down for people who might not know, or who might have forgotten, or who just want to relive stuff like that. So yes, I'm aware that there's tons of other stuff that I could have put in this video, so if you have something that you want to mention, you can always leave it down below in a comment if you want to. I really sincerely hope that you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves, drinking water, staying aware, staying safe and healthy, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.
Not considering the weather outside, because this is like really cold, rain and all this stuff. It's like spring, okay, I understand, but oh my god! Oh my god! Harry! I love you! I need to do this a little bit. What's wrong with this? So, what can I say about this video is that this part was actually really crazy, even crazier than the previous one. In this video, I want to say that fans are crazy. If somebody stole my pants, my underwear, I would be like, I'm calling police right now. About Zooey, I say that drugs topic is really forbidden topic for me because I can create speculation on this. Not because I have experience, no, I have not experience, but I just have my own policy to talk about things like that. Mainly people use drugs just to, you know, escape reality, all the stuff, and I don't want to say anything about Zayn and Louis, but I really hate when people and media and all the social media, all the stuff starts mentioning this, like, oh my god, 1D members use weed, like smoke weed, oh my god, this is so bad. Somebody just wants to try this once in life, okay? Somebody experiments with this. Somebody has problems and that's why this person uses this. But I don't judge and I don't blame people. Because we have problems and we need to solve them. We don't need to discuss these things over and over again. That, oh my god, this is so bad to use drugs. Let's ask questions, why do people use drugs? And fight with this. Addiction or not addiction. I don't think that Louis has addiction. Yes, I already started another conversation about not One Direction, about something else, but I really hope that you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. This is Angel channel, one of my favorite One Direction channels. And yeah, give me feedback such as likes to let me know what you like, or maybe you don't like something. Suggest me what I need to watch next on my channel. And yeah, subscribe to my channel to get more content every day. I really hope that all of you are safe and healthy. Don't forget to smile and treat people with kindness, guys. Bye guys, see you in the next video. Love you.